Hey guys, it's Lori and I have a Walmart grocery haul behind me. I just did a pickup order. I'm going to show you what I got. Then the next clip that you're going to see after that is actually going to be the next day where I use some of this stuff and show you what I do with it. I got 2 gallons of milk. I also got a case of water, but it's the boys. The boys asked for it and they just take it upstairs. There's actually mini fridges up there and the whole bit. It's like a dorm room up there. Anyway, the case of water already went upstairs. It's just a 40 pack of Great Value waters. 96 count Great Value donut shop K-cups. We got cinnamon toasters. That was a request. The cheese that's hot and spicy was also a request. And so was this. This is the Dollar Shave Club razor refills. And I got a rutabaga. I was going to make some rutabaga salad, like potato salad, but with a rutabaga. This isn't very big, actually. It's pretty small for a rutabaga, I think. But it'll make a little bit of rutabaga salad. I saw Terry Lease make it, and I'm like, oh, I'm putting that on my list right now. So there it is. I also grabbed a box of Bisquick I'm going to make some pizza crusts with that. And pizza quick sauce. I did some Great Value pizza sauce. There's no sugar added to it. It's got 2 grams of sugar, but that's just from the tomatoes. There's 0 grams of added sugar. So I like this kind, and it's actually really flavorful. It's good. And I also got some more of this Rayo's Alfredo sauce, and I just love this stuff. It is so, so good. So I grabbed another jar of this for some pizzas, and mozzarella cheese, and some pepperoni. I've got some ham in the freezer already. That's going to go on some pizzas. And this, I normally would shred my own, but the last time I used it, my own shredded cheese on pizzas, it was the little biscuit pizzas that I made, and Hayden didn't really care for the cheese. He was actually taking the cheese off. And I told him, I said, that's backwards from the way usually kids will like eat all the toppings and not eat the crust. But he was picking the cheese off and eating the crust. But he was eating like the pepperonis and stuff too. But anyway, he doesn't like the cheese if I shred it myself for some reason. It doesn't taste the same to him. So I'll just get that shredded cheese and use it on their pizza. I already have some in there that's shredded. So anyway, next clip, we're going to be making some pizzas. So don't go away. Okay, this is actually still the same day, but I have another step I have to take today. I'm going to be preparing the crust now, and we're going to be actually making a pizza tomorrow, which will still be in this same video. But now, last time I did this, I showed you guys, and I was like drawing a circle around it with a Sharpie, but you really don't have to take that step. You can just do it like this. I suppose you wouldn't have to cut the extra off at all, but it does get pretty brown if you don't. So yeah, when I do it like this, it gets little bits sometimes. All right, got to crinkle it, so hold on. Crinkled it up so it would stay put. I smell something in my oven. I've got it preheating because I'm going to par bake these, put them in my freezer, and make the pizzas tomorrow. Why am I doing that? Because I'm not going to have time to make dinner tomorrow. Otherwise, I won't have time to mess around. I didn't realize I still had this much left in this box of Bisquick, but I am going to make 4 crusts. So I might get into this one too. I probably will. All right. I printed a recipe out online. Train, and all you need is 1 2/3 cups of Bisquick and a 1/2 cup of hot water. It calls for olive oil. Preheat your oven to 450. Mix the Bisquick and water until combined. Drizzle with olive oil, just like you used to do with the old Chef Boyardee pizza crust mix. Remember those? I remember those. When my kids were little, we used to just slice up hot dogs and put on them. Make a hot dog pizza. It was actually really good, believe it or not. Haven't done that in years. So cover with a towel, let rest in a warm place for 5 minutes, just like the Chef Boyardee. Okay, roll it out, top it. Okay, whatever. We're not going to do that part. We're just going to par bake it. So I'm going to par bake it for 8 minutes, and then I'm going to store it in the freezer, even though it's coming out tomorrow. All right, so I'm assuming that's just for one. So now I'm going to have to do math. 1 2/3. So 2/3 and 2/3 is 4/3. So that's a cup and a third. We're just going to do it a double batch at a time. I'm not sure how it'll mix up if I do any more than that. So, oh, where's my 1 cup? Oh, here it is. Okay. Just to make things easier, I'm going to dump this out because it's always hard to get the measurements otherwise. So, all right. What'd I say? 2 1/3? Yeah, I think so. Let me get a spoon. All right, there's 2 1/3. And how much water? Oh, so we're just gonna need a cup of water. Where's my other cup? All right, a cup of hot water is what it says. I almost had enough. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm not putting this stuff away just yet because I'm not convinced this is going to make 4 pizzas. If it does, it's going to be super thin. So yeah, I decided just to throw the rest of the ingredients, whoops, right into this. Right into this. Where's my towel? Here it is. I splashed water out. Okay. Yeah, this will be fine. So this is quadrupled. I'm not 100% convinced this is going to make 4 crusts. Like I said, it will be thin if it does. So, and it actually looks like I could use a little more Bisquick in here. It doesn't look like a pizza crust consistency at all. Yep. All right. I'm just going to do this. You know what? I think I was actually short a cup of this, so. Or did I put 2? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to watch this back and see what I did. Yeah, now it's looking like pizza crust, so I think I was short a whole cup of Bisquick. Oh, goodness. I still don't think it's gonna make 4. So we're doing 1 more cup. What did it call for? It calls for a cup and 2/3. Half a cup of water. Whoops. Yep, this is how I cook, guys. So, all willy-nilly. Not a lot of rhyme or reason to it. Actually, there is, but. All right, now I'm going to cover it up and let it sit for 5 minutes and I'll be back. It did rise a little bit, so that's interesting. Okay. Now, I'm going to grease my hands just a little. I'm just going to spray them with this spray. Like that. Okay. Not bad. Now I got to divide it into 4. So let's see, about here and here. Try to see if we can get somewhat equal portions. Doesn't have to be exact, but yeah, it's going to be a little on the thick side, which is what I wanted, so that's good. This one's got kind of a lot. And yeah, those look pretty good. All right, I'm gonna have to wash my can off when I'm done. It says to roll them out. I'm just gonna press them. It definitely reminds me of the Chef Boyardee pizza. I got a couple ready to go in. I'm going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning on top, I think think that's all I'm going to put on it, just some Italian seasoning. Maybe some garlic salt, that would be good. Some garlic salt. All right, I'm going to throw these in the oven. Set a timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
We've got them all par baked. I just put them in for half the amount of time, so I'm going to cover them up and just store them in the freezer. I am going to cook them tomorrow, but I'm just going to throw them in the freezer anyway. And then tomorrow I'll be able to just top them real quick and throw them in the oven for another 8 to 10 minutes, and we'll be done. Let me see what the bottoms look like. Oh yeah, those will be fine. Yep. And I have a couple of fathead crusts in there, so I'll be back with you very shortly in this video, so don't go away just yet, and we'll make the pizzas. And it's the next day, and I'm cutting up some ham that I pulled out of the freezer for on top of some of these pizzas. This hard stuff around the edge, okay, this is what a texture person does. I'm a texture person. I don't like certain textures. The stuff around the edge of this ham, I cut it off. I'm cutting it up in little bits because this is going to be for the dog and the cats. So, also, no stems on my spinach. There's going to be spinach on some of these pizzas too. So I'm going to finish getting this cut up. I'm going to grab some bacon. We usually do Alfredo on the bacon and ham. So yeah, we're going to be making these up in just a sec. Over here, I also pulled out 2 of the fathead doughs, and believe it or not, I have all these. This doesn't have any sauce on it because it's going to have Alfredo. Can you tell I started to put sauce on it and I forgot it was supposed to be Alfredo because we're having company for dinner tonight, and Courtney's one of them. So she doesn't really like red sauce pizza, and these are fatheads, so I don't know if she'll want that or not. But anyway, this is 3 more. I made 2 more crusts up when I got home real quick because we're having company and we want leftovers. This might seem excessive, but let's wait. There might be 11 people here, so if so, I want to have enough pizza for tonight and enough for leftovers for tomorrow. So okay, I just pulled this out of the freezer. I have a pound of cooked bacon in there, so I'm going to pull out a few pieces of this bacon and put the rest back in the freezer. Let's see if I can get it out without ruining it all. It's okay if it gets broken, the stuff I'm pulling out. And it looks like it's going to come out pretty easy, so all right. All right, I got 6 pieces. On these pizzas, there's 5 of these. There's going to be 1 regular crust with Alfredo and 2 of the fatheads, and they're both getting Alfredo because me and John really liked that last time I did it that way. And I'm just going to put some of this, I'm just going to turn on some music and put toppings on. I may or may not have enough mozzarella. I'm not sure since I have extra crusts, but I have some that I shredded myself that I'll use for the fathead, but we'll see. We'll make do with regular cheddar.